Alright, welcome back to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons, where I'm putting my guitar together here, and I just got done wiring it all. I didn't make a video of that, just because soldering's kind of tricky. This one's a lot different than the other one, so here's what it looks like in there with all the wires. And I was going to actually use some of the wiring that I used with my other guitar, but then I decided to use the wire that came with the kit. I'm going to use everything with the kit, the pickups, the wiring, all the components and stuff, just to see how good the kit is. Okay, if I start switching everything out, the pickups, the wiring, all the components, then I'm never really going to know how good the kit is. And some of these kits are actually pretty good. They got some pretty good stuff, you know, some pretty good pickups to them. They got good components. So this one I'm not sure. It's the first one I've ever built before, so I'm just going to use the components that come with it, the pickups and everything, and the knobs and everything, and just so I can really test out, you know, if it's going to work. So according to the wiring diagram that they brought here, they didn't bring it, I guess it came with it, I mean to say. We got the selector switch here. You have a wire that goes from your bitch pickup on this side to the volume, to the middle of the volume knob. That's going to be the wire that it's going to select the neck pickup. And then they had some really weird colors in here, blue and brown, and this one's purple and green. And I just decided, you know, that was one of the reasons why I didn't really want to use their wires, because of all the weird colors. I mean, you don't need all those weird colors, it's just confusing. All you need are really two colors, active and ground, because everything's either going to be active or ground. Okay, so this is going to have a lot different, more wires and stuff, but this is hooked up quite a bit different than the other guitar I built too, so this was kind of a learning thing. With the other one, I just wired the pickups to the switch and then the switch to the volume knob. On this one, we're doing a little bit different. We're taking these are your two pickup wires here, yellow and red, and we're putting those to the volume where you hook up the condenser. Now I think in one of my videos I said it was a resistor condenser. I couldn't remember what it was. It's a condenser. Not really sure what it's for exactly, but that condenser is hooking between the volume pot and the tone pot. So you got a volume pot, tone pot, volume knob, tone knob, pot knob, or pot's kind of the technical term, but anyway, those are your volume and your tone. And then we have a ground wire, this black one right here, if you can see that black wire that's going from the tone knob to the volume knob, back to the tone knob, and then out through the input jack that's right here. Okay. And we also have, so that could just really be green, and then we also have our green wire, which is ground. It goes from the output jack, or I'm sorry, the ground on the switch to the volume. So everything is grounded to like the volume knobs. Okay. And then so we got this blue wire that's going from the switch to the volume pot, which tells us that's the neck pickup. And then this purple wire, it's kind of like a lavender color. It's going from the switch to the other volume pot for the neck pickup. And then we have the wire from the neck pickup going from the volume pot, and then of course it's being grounded to the on the top of the pot. So the grounding is always done on the top of the volumes for some reason, and then the condensers are usually hooked to your tone. Okay, so we have this all wired in now, and when you're looking at the output jack, you can see it right here. See the output jack right here? Okay, there's two parts to it. You've got ground and active, just like everything else. This brown wire, which is ugly, but nobody's going to see it, so it doesn't really matter, but I would have just used green or something for ground. But anyway, that is hooked to the output selector switch right here. That's our output, and we connect that to the active part of the output jack. And then of course the black wire is the ground, and that one's hooked over here to the ground. Now, how do you know the ground and the active is? The ground is going to be this one that's touching the pole of your instrument cable. Your instrument cable goes through so the pole of it is going to connect down here. That's your ground, and then of course when it touches this part right here, that's going to be your active. Okay, it's pretty basic stuff, not too difficult. So now what we want to do is test it. Take it over, check it out, see if all this stuff's working. Now the only thing I didn't do, I kind of forgot, is to put the ground wire from the bridge and ground that to the volume pot. Before, there's supposed to be a wire that goes to one of these things right here, and there's actually a slot for it. I just forgot to put it in, and once you put these things in, they're almost impossible to get out. I was trying to actually get it out, but I couldn't, so it's just going to have to be without that for right now. That's just something I'm going to have to remember on the next one I build, which I ordered another one, some parts. I ordered some more guitar parts, and they should be coming today, so this one will be hopefully almost done. Just put on the neck, and I still got to finish the neck a little bit, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have the bridge, and I showed you that earlier, the bridge and the tailpiece, and your cable is going to go in here. Here's your 4 knobs, your volume, your volume and your tone for the neck pickup, and your volume and tone for the bridge pickup. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just going to go test it out, make sure everything's working properly, it's not buzzing or anything, and we'll make a video of that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.